This week's podcast brought to you by the Beefy Boys, three cool dudes hanging out talking about music, video games, and sports, and anything else that hits our fancy.
Check them out at www.beefyboys.com or on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Yeah. If you love their logo, you can buy their merch, www.cafepress.com/beefyboysmerch1.
And oh, baby, you know you're going to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Find us on Twitter at Beefy_Boys, and you can find us on Instagram at Official Beefy Boys, because it is official. Make us blue check marked, keep following us, and you can find us on Facebook at the Beefy Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Beefy.
A episode, I don't know what number it is, of the Beefy Boys Bud Club. I'm Joe, and I'm joined here with Vito.
What it do?
What's going on, bud? What's new with you? What's
not too much. Excited waiting for Shadowlands. Haven't really played Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, me neither. I've just been playing. I got back into Fall Guys a little bit. Won a few matches, although I got beat by cheaters twice, and I was like, oh no, is this a thing now? Are there cheaters in this kid's game? Please don't cheat. Please don't cheat. Well, they made an announcement on Twitter that they're trying to introduce more randomness. They're adding a random giant hammer that just like shows up and spins around that hits people around. They're called the Big Yeetus. So I'm waiting for that to be dropped in. And they dropped the Season 2 trailer. Season 2 is medieval themed, so like dragon costumes and stuff.
So it's on what, PlayStation?
Yeah, and it's on Steam. I'm playing on PlayStation. I believe it is not cross-platform.
Maybe I should get it on PlayStation. I can play it with you.
There you go. We can party up. Although I don't know how useful that is in a battle royale, but you know.
Well, no, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Especially over like voice chat or whatever.
Yeah. Kittens are getting really feisty with each other.
In about a month, I'll be working as a medical assistant. So that'll be fun.
When are you starting working on a medical reception?
Medical assistant, I'll be about a month.
Oh, wow.
Away now.
That's exciting.
Or at least from the externships, which is
okay.
Like,
do you have one?
Training.
How does it work? Do you have to find one, or do they find one for you?
No, they assign one to you.
Okay.
Because they have ones that like work with them.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yep, I've been leveling up a lot of characters. I have 8 characters that are going to be, and I'm going to be playing through Shadowlands. And like 2 or 3 more that are already max level as well, just from already being a thing, but I'm not going to be playing the next expansion as like mains.
So do they let you level skip, or what's the situation like in WoW these days?
What do you mean?
What's the max level? Did they squish them, or is it?
It's currently 120, but as soon as the pre-patch for the next expansion hits, it'll be 50, and then in the next expansion we'll up it to 60.
Okay. And are they just like changing the table so everyone just gets squished, or? I suppose that would make sense.
Yeah, I heard that the formula was basically that everybody's getting divided by about 2.4.
Okay. I mean, I guess they can just change those formulas if they want everyone to level faster, right? I imagine if you're trying to level from level 1 to 120, it would take fucking forever right now. Yeah.
It's actually pretty fast right now because they added a 100% experience boost during this month.
Oh, there you go. You hear my kitten hacking up a fur ball over there?
Yeah.
This is a new experience. Maybe that's why she's been so agitated all day.
What's really funny is my cat has yet to hack a fur ball, and it's already been like a year.
Oh, yeah?
That I've had her. Yeah.
Oh, she never actually made it. Oh, maybe. I don't know. They've been in a weird mood today. Very feisty. There's a lot of like pin back ears and puffy tails. I'm like, are you guys like mad at each other? Like, what's happening? Bahamut, I don't think she wants to play right now. I think she's trying to deal with this fur ball. Oh no, there she goes. There goes the little tubster. Bahamut is like solid muscle. The skinny cat. Shiva's getting chubby. We call her Piggy. Because if she sees anyone near the bag of treats, she'll come sprinting over. And she always tries to steal her sister's treats, so we gotta feed Bahamut first, or else Shiva will get both of them.
It's funny, our cat seems to be like neither here nor there about treats most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, these sisters fucking love them. They love them. They go nutty for them.
We so actually, our cat's been, used to be really itchy. And so we tried to put fish oil in her food. Mm-hmm. And then she just wouldn't touch it at all.
Oh,
she'd
really?
eat around where the fish oil was.
That's funny.
And then we tried fish oil, like, treats. And she ate one the first time and seemed fine. And we're like, oh, thank God. But then, like, every time after that, it was just like, nope. And then we finally got, like, a spray bottle of some kind of, like, spray thing for cats. And then she'd, like, run away from the spray bottle. So now my wife has to, like, corral the cat, grab the spray bottle, spray it onto a brush, and then brush the cat with the, like, wet brush.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But hey, it's not itchy anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I suppose. Still, crazy. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have, actually, they have their, I think, the last session of deworming today. They really don't mind it, though. We just put the little medicine in with their food. They eat it. They don't have worms, but our vet is, like, terrified. He's like, all kittens will get worms at some point. I'm like, we don't let them outside. He's like, oh, well, still, here's your dewormer. I'm like, okay, I'll feed it to them. But
yeah. No, and I've been playing D&D as well.
oh, yeah? We're about to start a D&D campaign.
Oh, yeah, I heard
a one-off or something. It was supposed to be yesterday, but then we had a birthday party to go to. So. Now it will be next week. I gotta make our character. I made a character. An elf ranger. Manatee. That's his name.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, I fought up. We're fighting off a undead tyrant, which is basically a beholder that's undead.
Okay.
Do you know what a beholder is?
No.
It's a really mega powerful creature that's like a giant eyeball with like tentacles with eyeballs on them.
Okay.
And they like shoot lasers
like,
and shit.
Lovecraftian or something. Okay. Cool. So I started my new class on last Monday, and we had a day where we got out early. So during office hours, we're just like hanging out on the. One of them asked me a question. Like, I have a very important question. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, what is the Beefy Boys? I see it in your GitHub every time. So I just explained the podcast to the new crop of students. So if any of you are listening, hello.
Hello from the other side.
Thank you, adult. Have you tried any of these new LaCroix flavors?
No, I haven't.
There's a watermelon one that's pretty good, and there's a limoncello one, which is weird.
I've actually been on this weird kick of like water and coffee, not together, but like separately. I mean, obviously, you have to put water and coffee to make coffee.
That's an Americano.
But I'm not like watering
or water
down
and espresso. Yeah.
I
water down my coffee sometimes, to be honest.
Oh, and tea. I have tea sometimes.
Yeah. Tea gives me a tummy ache. I don't know why. Maybe I just steep it too long. I think that's what it is. I just steep it for too long.
Yeah, it could be. It gets more acidic.
Yeah. Well, because you're only supposed to leave a tea bag in for what, like 2 minutes? But I forget. 2 minutes is a long time to do nothing.
I just leave it in the entire time and drinking it.
Well, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I fucking love that shit.
You crazy.
But there's probably also some like herbal teas and stuff that would be better
But
suited
there's
to
no
your stomach,
caffeine
too.
in those, so what's the point?
Because they're tasty.
There's a little tea shop like right by me. It used to be the Plaid Pantry, and then for a while it was a combination noodle bar and haircut salon, which seemed like a weird choice. But now it's a tea store. My neighborhood is in desperate need of a convenience store, Vito. It's very obnoxious. It's like
Oh, what store?
convenience store. There's 3 7-Elevens within like 2 blocks of each other, and they're all far enough away to be annoying. Really? Like, who did this? This was a stupid idea.
That's funny.
This limoncello is okay. It tastes like I'm drinking a cupcake. It looks like if someone turned frosting into a beverage, it would be this limoncello La Croix.
Wow.
It's weird. The vanilla is like really potent. The lemon is very subtle. I don't even know what limoncello is, but
Wait, what?
I said I don't even know what limoncello is.
Limoncello?
Yeah.
That's weird. I thought you said lemon jello at first.
Lemon jello? What oddly specific? I'm going to look it up. What the hell is limoncello? Oh, it's a liqueur. Okay. Is it lemon and vanilla?
Probably.
No, it's just lemon. Well, why is this so vanilla-y?
I don't know.
Limoncello. It's a liqueur. It's an Italian liqueur that is very lemon forward. Oh, it's digestif, so yeah, it's just like a liqueur. Yeah. Okay. Boring. Not very exciting. Very exciting information. Oh, I haven't really been doing anything. Just been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles. Or like I said earlier, got back into Fall Guys.
Yeah, for me it's mainly just been school, work, and WoW.
Yeah.
I've been playing WoW Classic as well with one of my friends on some days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got to max level in like a week or something, and then he started a new character to play just with me. So that when I actually pop on, he had something to play with me with. Because if I level solo, I like die all the time and can't do anything, and I get bored.
Yeah.
But if I level with him and like just the one extra person, we're just fucking two-shotting things and running around like madmen.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Classic WoW's weird.
Yeah, I bet. That's old school, man.
But I'm excited for the max level stuff because that'll be fun.
In Classic?
Yeah.
So how is it going to work? Are they
I'm hoping they release a Burning Crusade.
That was my question. Yeah, are they going to release expansions?
I like Burning Crusade a lot better. I'd assume if they were, they would keep a classic, like some classic realms. They keep some Burning Crusade realms. Maybe make some Wrath of the Lich King realms and then stop there because that was like the height of their stuff.
Right, because Cataclysm is the one that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Or the people who demanded a classic hate Cataclysm.
Well, I think Cataclysm wasn't that bad, but it was like the start of the downfall. And then there was a huge downfall, or a huge decline in Pandaria because people didn't like the Asian setting. But it ended up being really good by the end of it, apparently. And then Warlords of Draenor was the first, like, dumpster fire. It was like
how many
really,
expansions
really
are there?
good.
6? Is Shadowlands the 6th?
Okay, so let's see. There's Burning Crusade, Wrath of
Right.
the Lich King, Cataclysm, Pandaria, Draenor, Legion.
Oh, I
UFA,
forgot
and then
Legion.
Shadowlands.
So 8?
So that'll be 8.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't believe this game's still going. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
I think they're too afraid to make like a whole new one.
I just think, yeah.
So they're just gonna keep it going till it burns out.
I suppose, yeah, that seems, excuse me, accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. Coming back to the game after the expansion was completely over, basically, for BFA, it wasn't that bad.
Oh,
But now
yeah?
it's like so close to the expansion that I don't really feel like doing any of the max level stuff. So I'm just leveling up alts and waiting with anticipation for Shadowlands, because especially for Torghast, the Tower of the Damned, because it is basically a roguelike within WoW.
Oh, that's cool. Like Palace of the Dead.
Yeah, but I kind of like how they do it better.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it depends how the reward systems are. It might be better, and the fact that you can level with it and stuff is nice. They're slightly different, but with Torghast, I'm really excited because it basically gives you like a, empowerments to your abilities and changes to your abilities that are just wacky and fun.
That's cool.
So like as you progress through the tower, your character becomes like stupid, and it's really fun. So like there's a power up that there's like a build where like there's a power up where you get bigger when you use metamorphosis, and that's when you become like a big demon as a demon hunter.
That's cool.
And then there's like a whole bunch of other ones that like empower metamorphosis and make it so that you can be metamorphosis like permanently. And so yeah, it's just crazy. You just running around as a giant demon, just fucking like blowing shit up. There's another ability where you can use the ability Blink as a mage. So you normally have the Blink ability where you can just move like instantly, like I don't know, like a certain distance forward as like a magic ability.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a
And,
teleport. Well, yeah. Duh.
Yeah, it's like
in
a
the
short
name.
little distance teleport. It's called Blink, and there's this ability where in Torghast where it takes away your ability to walk backwards, but you can blink permanently, like it has no cooldown. So you're just like popping around everywhere, but you can't like backpedal. So I'm just excited for all the weird, wacky, fun stuff you can do there. And I also like that you can do it with 1, 2, 5 players, so I can just like hop on with my wife and do it instead of having to be like a specific amount of players to do it.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just can't, like, I've tried to play other MMOs, but like I don't understand how they just haven't learned the lessons. Like the stuff Final Fantasy XIV does well, how is that not everywhere? Like auto looting enemy corpses, like why is that?
Yeah.
I have to go click
like,
on them.
Final
Like,
Fantasy XIV is definitely like a better MMO,
yeah,
especially for people who don't have a lot of time.
yeah.
But for me and my wife, we like to just like the character creation and the way that you can kind of have like multiple different characters and like have them based off their classes and stuff, and so
Yeah, I suppose.
whereas like with Final Fantasy is like the gamer's MMO, whereas WoW is a lot easier to make like character stories and stuff like that, because my wife's a writer, so she'll often make her actual characters into WoW characters and then play with them. And then
I see.
we'll make little like WoW vignettes of her characters, and then we'll like translate that to like in the story character, and so it's like almost like a help with the writing process too. It's really fun.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wife has brought me the Coffea Exotica La Croix. It's coffee cola La Croix.
Okay.
We'll have to do another taste test of all the crazy weird flavors.
So I'm not a fan of coffee and soda, and I'm also not a fan of like Coca-Cola mixed with bitter things, I guess. So I feel like that would just be really terrible.
What if it was cola with no sweetener, though?
That'd be even worse.
It's okay. I prefer
Like
LaCroix
maybe
that are very
as
tart.
like a hot drink, like a coffee with like cool. I don't know. I can't do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I tried it, I could figure it out. But it's like when there was like coffee and beer, and I was just like, no, this is so bad.
Like the split shot.
It just made a bad thing worse.
Well, I mean, it's the coffee beers are. I like to think of them like Red Bull and vodkas, but for non douchebags. Like, if you want to drink beer and you don't want to fall asleep, like you want to keep drinking beer. Yeah, exactly.
But like, I ain't here for that, you know.
I hear ya.
Just give me a shot of whiskey and a cup of coffee.
There you go. Well, like an Irish whiskey. You ever do an Irish whiskey?
That's probably pretty good, actually. I can see how that could work.
I mean, Bailey's is basically just cream and sugar.
Yeah, I mean, my mom basically was like, "Oh yeah, it's alcoholic creamer."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A White Russian is basically just chocolate milk, right? It's Kahlua and milk. I mean,
yep.
In Maine, one of the like regional delicacies is coffee brandy, which is like it's a coffee liqueur, but it's a brandy, so it has like a shitload of sugar in it. You mix that with milk. Oh man, that's what all the ladies would drink until they realized exactly how many calories are in that. It's a fucking. It's basically just sugar.
Totally.
I haven't been able to drink in like 2 weeks, so I've just been drinking.
I haven't really been drinking for like, I want to say almost a year now.
Damn.
I mean, I had like a shot like 2 months ago.
Yeah. I'm taking next week off, so I'll probably have some beers then. I don't know. I keep going to the dentist. I've had 5 teeth pulled. I'm getting 4 more crowns, and I've spent about $8,000 out of pocket so far. So, hooray for all that!
Do you not have dental insurance?
I do. It covered the first $1,000. The rest is out of pocket. I don't know that I have a out of pocket maximum, but I'll probably reach it. Whatever. I got the care credit thing. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but it's basically a credit card for excuse me.
Well, I guess you make decent money now too, so
yeah,
it's probably not that bad.
I'm
if you
basically just spending all our wedding money on this. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was neglecting going to the dentist for the longest time between not having dental insurance and like knowing my teeth are fucked but not being able to afford it, so just avoiding it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm paying the price now.
I just keep like either A, forgetting, or B, being too busy to think about it.
Yeah.
So I've really got to go back, because I started getting some cavity fillings or whatever, and then I got my wisdom teeth pulled, and that ate up all the rest of my money. For that year or whatever.
Exactly.
And then I just forgot about it for like a year or two.
Yeah. Well,
I really got to get back on that. But now I'm going to be like uninsured for like a month, so I'm probably going to wait until I start MA for real. For realsies. When I get paid.
Just you don't want to end up the situation I was in, where you need to make an emergency appointment for an extraction because you have an affected tooth, and then it's revealed, oh shit, your mouth is fucked. Thanks.
Yeah, well, my stuff is mostly just like a couple of caps. Only like, I think we did most of them already. So there's only like 1 or 2 left to do.
Well, they keep coming back, you know. They don't go away. Like, if you don't get them dealt with, they get worse and they spread to other teeth. I mean.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but it's only been like, and so if I suppose, like, I don't know how it actually works, but I'm gonna assume like 3 months into the job, so it should only be like 4 or 5 more months before I can get it done. So it shouldn't be too bad.
There you go. My cat is like pulling herself around the underside of the chairs like they're monkey bars. It's like she's on her back. And she's like grabbing the legs of the chair to move around like a weirdo. Oh man. It's so funny. Like, I have 2 cats and they have such distinct personalities, but they're also both cats. Like, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Like, we started calling Bahamut the Shredder because any piece of paper she'll shred. We've had to hide all the paper towels, but she knows where they are, so she'll like meow at them. Like, I want to shred those.
Have you got them to actually hit their scratching posts yet?
Oh yeah. I got
I remember
a
you were
couple.
having trouble with that.
What's that?
I remember last time or the time before that or something, you were having trouble with that.
Yeah, I mean they do still scratch they don't scratch the bed as much anymore, but they do still scratch the top of the chairs, which is fine because we found all these on the side of the road. Like none of the stuff I guess the mattress we paid like $1,000 for, but outside of that, none of our stuff is very expensive, or we don't care about it.
And I guess if it's just being scratched normally, you could also just like repair it too.
Exactly, yeah. But they have this like 5.5 foot tall cat tree that has like scratching posts everywhere, and they use that. And then we got this little one like right when we got them, they used that too. And then I got them this like scratching surfboard. It was like $15 on Amazon, and it's pretty much beat to shit. They love it. They also nap on it, which is like it was designed for scratching, not napping, but okay. I can like see the scratch marks on it from here, like on the other side of the room, My room is also covered in cat toys, and pretty much every day I come out of the bedroom and my desk chair is just covered in shredded paper. Someone went to work last night, I see. Oh man.
Yeah. I think we're probably gonna have to get some replacements or something for scratching posts because she's definitely been tearing at them for a while now.
Yeah. Well, it keeps happening. Oh, that was quite the leap. Do you ever trim her nails, or does she scratch them enough to take care of that?
We haven't had any problems with that so far.
Yeah, me neither. I was worried about it, but I'm pretty sure. Like the only time I've known a cat who needed its nails trimmed, like when it needed its nails trimmed, you could hear it walking around. Like if you had hardwood floors, you could hear the nails on the floor because it couldn't retract them because they were too long. So most of the time they'll take care of it,
Mm-hmm.
Having two cats.
Yeah, I know that sometimes we'll hear our dog click-clacking on the floor. I'm like, all right, time to trim up.
Yeah, exactly. Yup. Clack, clack, clack. It's a dog you can hear coming. My kitten is being weird. Shocking, I know. She's leaping from... So you've been to my house, right? I don't know. I guess you haven't been since we got the cats, but... Right. So if you're sitting at the table... The front door is all the way to the left of the far wall, right? And all the way to the right of the far wall, we have this hutch. So it's a good, let's say, 10-foot gap between those two. Right in front of the window is the cat tree. So it's a pretty good gap. Let's say 3 feet from the top of this cat tree to the top of the hutch. The kitten is just leaping back and forth across that. And I'm like, you're going to fall. And that's like a 6-foot drop. And there's nothing to grab.
Oh. That's a cat will land on his feet.
I know, that's what my wife keeps saying. They're like rubber, Like, they crash all the time. I think she's exhausted herself. I see one.
Kittens, because they won't weigh so much either, so they won't. It'll be less of an impact.
Although they're almost cat-sized. Like, they make a good solid thud when they hit the ground at this point, You can hear it. It used to be just very soft. Oh, here she comes. Right along the banister. Nope, she stopped in the middle.
This has become the cat podcast.
Yeah, the cat cast.
we just narrate / tell stories about our cats.
Oh, they're fascinating. Life isn't very interesting right now, stuck at home. But I have these two little nerds that just do dorky stuff all the time. Like, they've feeding time is hilarious because they know it's about to happen. So they'll both they've started rubbing themselves against my leg as I'm making their food, which I think they think makes it happen faster, but in reality makes it happen slower because they keep tripping me.
No, they're just giving you love because they know they're getting fed.
They're like ready, Both of them will climb up on the counter during food prep time. It's like I'm just gonna move you, and your food will take longer,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get them more food, too. They eat so much food. You just gotta keep buying it and buying it.
Yeah, luckily our cat just eats like a scoop of dry food a day, and she's fine.
Yeah, these two girls eat a lot. They're growing fast. I refilled both their food dishes last night. One of them's empty. It's like a whole ramekin. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like not even 12 hours ago.
One of our friends actually has a timer.
We thought about getting one of those, a timing feeder. Yeah. Which all just happened so fast, and we really weren't prepared, honestly. Like, you know, because getting a kitten right now is such a crapshoot, or what? I don't know what it is now, but it was a few months ago, just because, like, everybody wants to adopt pets. Apparently, there's, like, a lot of puppy scams happening right now, where people go on Craigslist and, like, claim to have a puppy that they don't have, and then you pay them the couple $100, and then you never get the puppy. It's like, oh my God, what a horrible scam. Huh?
How does that even happen? I'd ask to see the puppy before I give him.
Well, they probably have photos of someone's puppy, like, you know.
No, I mean, like in person, like when we went to go get Zephyr from the rescue or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we like spent time, or she spent time with the dog.
Yeah, they don't let you do that right now because of Corona reasons.
I'm sure they could bring the dog out on a leash.
Well, the dogs is one thing, yeah. Cats is different. Cats is different. Ari keeps saying it's time to get another kitten now because these two are like full-grown cats, basically. No, they're not going to do that. For 20 years, we're not going to get new ones every 6 months. Forget about it.
Crazy cat lady territory.
Mm-hmm. We think we're going to put it into our business plan when we open our bed and breakfast. You can get a cat room or a non-cat room.
I'm getting deja vu from this. Have you had this plan for a while?
Yeah, but the cat thing is new. The bed and breakfast plan's been around for a while, but the cat part is new.
Yeah.
It wasn't cat themed or cat adjacent. There weren't any cats involved in the bed and breakfast until this week. This week. Right, babe? Would you like a cat room or a non-cat room? Cat room, of course. They're both in the bedroom, by the way.
It'll be like those cat cafes, but a bed and breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. We used to have a cat over at the Wedgwood Mart, but somebody snitched on him, and the health department made him bring him home. So stupid. Why would you do that? It was so fun having that cat there. It's like, oh, look, there's that fat cat again.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the places that my wife used to work had a cat that basically lived there and would just go out and around and stuff. And always come back.
My bottled beverages.
What's that?
I was very concerned about the sanitation of my bottled beverages.
Oh. I didn't hear that.
What's going on?
Oh, they're trying to get into Ara's water bottle, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how many water bottles they have. I'm labeling this episode the cat episode, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The cat cast, right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, I tried to get a photo, but she moved away too fast. But I set up the whole like microphone situation, and then I got up to pee, and I came back, and the cat was like in the chair, like sniffing at the microphone, like she was trying to podcast.
Nice. And maybe when you get up again, she'll pop up there and you can get the picture.
Well, right. They're pretty five-stacular right now. Oh, man. They've one of them has started turning on the faucets, which is very annoying.
That's funny.
I don't think she does it on purpose. She just likes to hang out in the sink, and then she always freaks herself out when she gets wet. I'm like, well, maybe you should stop doing that.
Ours doesn't care about getting wet.
Yeah.
It just doesn't like getting running water directly on it. So
yeah, some of them don't mind it.
Water, it'll come up and look at it, and then afterwards, after you turn off the water, she'll come and jump into the sink.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bahamut actually get into the sink. She just likes to get up on the counter, like the bathroom counters, and play around.
Yeah, our cat definitely just straight up lays down in the sink.
We have ants in the bathroom too, so she finds them fascinating. So it's just ants, girl. She did kill a spider the other day, so like, good job. You're a great huntress. We're never letting you outside because you kill all the birds.
So our cat is a porch cat now.
Yeah.
Our cat's been for a little while now, because she's not a great like jumper. She doesn't like jumping that much. So when she can, with the help of a chair, she can jump onto the railing of the fence from the porch, and then she like walks along the railing and snoops inside the bushes and then comes back, and then we don't let her off the porch though because she'll get underneath the porch, and then she'll like refuse to come out because there's so many cobwebs to eat.
Oh
Yeah.
man, too funny. Cats are hilarious. Everyone should have cats. They're also
Great.
surprisingly easy. That's my review of cats. You just gotta feed them, scoop their poops. Pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Sometimes they
As long
demand
as
that you play with them.
Get trained properly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, don't get them too early. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them at 12 weeks, which was kind of perfect.
Yeah, we got ours as an adult because it was losing its owner, or the owner was like looking for somebody to take it before they moved out to somewhere.
There you go.
And so like a friend of a friend of a friend, we were able to get a cat, like an adult cat. It was pretty good.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You guys have a dog too, huh?
She was like hiding in corners of the house until like 3 days, and then after like 3 days, she just like came up and like was like full attention hog.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Our kittens were like ready to explore. Like they say, you should leave them in like a single room for a week. We left them in our bedroom for a day, and they were so ready to leave. We're like, all right, fine, you can have the rest of the house.
Yep. Yeah, the first thing our cat did was make sure that we had to cat-proof our entire house. Cause at first we, like, even though she's not a jumper, she still jumped over the like barricade we made. It was just like a plank of wood that we had left over for barricading the dog from the hallway, and like that's just the part of the house we just like never really used aside from like taking a shower or whatever. But then she just like constantly opened all the doors and like bashed the barricade and everything.
That's what the cat proving scenario. Like that's what we said. Like,
but funnily enough, we used that same barricade for the basement.
Yeah.
And she doesn't go down there when it's there.
We don't let them in the basement either.
We do have like a thing that like keeps it from, because she would like bap at it and then knock it over before, but now we have something that keeps it from getting bapped over.
We've kept them out of the spare bedroom so far just because it's a mess and Ara wants to get a little organized before they get it. But they've like broken in sometimes. It's fine. We do not let them go downstairs though. I'm just terrified that there's still some leftover rat traps that we forgot to get rid of or something. That and there's like a hole in the wall. There's plenty of problems in the basement. Like, just stay out of the basement.
Definitely.
But they've never tried to leave, which is good. They've never tried. Yeah. They like it here.
Are they going to be outdoor cats?
No, indoors only. We got collars for them, but indoors only.
Yeah, it's safer that way.
Bahamut is such an athlete jumper, and Shiva's a pretty good climber, so I'm pretty sure as a tandem they would kill every bird. Like, like every single one. And Ara doesn't...
There would just be a barren wasteland within
exactly.
a mile of your house.
I was like, they don't bring us treats. And I'm like, babe, more than once I've like rolled over and felt like a rubber chicken or like a plastic mouse in the bed. So they would totally bring us treats. We would get all the dead birds.
Yeah.
That, and it's just safer. I don't want to have to go to the vet because like my cat got fleas or, in a fight with another cat. There's some shitty cats in this neighborhood, apparently. So I don't want to fall in with a tough crowd,
Yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy being a cat parent.
Well, I think we've successfully talked about our cats for like 40
For
minutes.
half an hour.
Yeah.
Beforehand, I was like, what are you going to talk about? Like, I don't know, the kittens. He's like, what are you going to talk about the kittens about? I'm like, everything. They're great.
Yeah.
They're the little nuggets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's a Shredder and there's Piggy. And, you know.
It helps that I also have a cat, so I can also talk about cat things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We were at it was, so everybody, like half of our family has mid-August birthdays, so they had a little party yesterday. Gasp! I know we broke all the rules, but our brother's been staying with our mom for a while, and he has 2 dogs, including this like, I think she's like 11-month-old Doberman, who's like the most. So imagine a puppy, but the size of a Doberman. It's like, this thing is terrifying. It's like 90 pounds of solid muscle, but has the energy levels of a puppy. It's like, oh my god, chill out, girl.
Yeah.
My foot got stepped on quite a few times. And he has this other dog too. It's like a little like white terrier, and they love to wrestle. And you know, I thought my kittens wrestled rough, but like these 2 dogs. Oh my god! Like the Doberman has the little white dog's leg in its mouth and it's just shaking it, and it's like, okay, whatever. If nobody's yelping, I'm gonna assume everything's fine. Dogs be crazy. I heard a pretty good joke. If you have 1 dog, it's like great as part of the family. It's like a chill pet. And if you have 2 dogs, they become the dogs, and they just go totally insane. All right, let's wrap this thing up. I have 41 minutes. That's plenty of cat chat. Ooh, cat chat. That's a great name for this episode.
Yeah.
All right, this has been episode I can't remember, the cat chat of the Beefy Boys Bud Club. And we'll see you next week.